Phantasm.
Maximum terror.
Oh! That's your target audience, baby!
Phantasm.
And you know something? I sort of enjoyed it.
Phantasm.
Sell the metal! Sell the metal! Sell the metal! Sell the metal!
Phantasm.
What the fuck is up, and welcome to Phantasm Podcast. I am Goreborg. With me, as always, Dr. Vincent West.
What's going on, man?
Oh, just going back here to 1989. This is a good movie you picked out for us today, courtesy of our good friends at Tubby over there. The usual medium for us here at Phantasm. Doctor, what movie do we have today?
We're watching the late great Albert Puin's Cyborg with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Welcome to the world of the not-too-distant future.
Get going! Go!
A brutal gang is reshaping the world into their own vision of hell. And only one man can stop them. Jean-Claude Van Damme is leading the battle between good and evil.
Take him out.
As it's never been fought before. He's on a desperate mission to rescue a cyborg who holds the secret for saving the world.
Why did you help me?
I don't want to see you die.
From the dust of destruction rises the warrior of a new age.
Say goodbye, my friend.
Jean-Claude Van Damme has become the first hero of the 21st century. Cyborg.
It's a classic. I watched the shit out of this movie when I was younger. Always a fun watch. It's just all over the place. It's one of my favorite Van Damme movies for sure.
It's great.
Not like, I don't think it's top. It might be top 5. I'd say maybe. It's pretty damn good. So the official storyline here is Gibson Rickenbacker is a hired fighter living in a plague-ravaged apocalyptic America, where a plague has infested most of the United States and the rest of the world. In New York City, Gibson encounters a woman named Pearl Prophet. Pearl reveals to Gibson that she is a cyborg who is carrying vital information for a group of scientists in Atlanta, my favorite city ever, who are working on a cure to the plague, and Pearl hires Gibson to escort her back to Atlanta, but Pearl is kidnapped by pirates, a murderous gang led by Fender Tremolo. That's hilarious. Who wants the cure for themselves, and they decide to take Pearl to Atlanta themselves. Gibson, joined by a young woman named Natty Simmons, goes in pursuit of Fender and his gang as Gibson sets out to rescue Pearl, stop Fender and his gang from reaching Atlanta, and defeat Fender, who slaughtered Gibson's family. So a lot to take in there. But yeah, this is a fun one. It's a good movie. You can't go wrong with the Van Damme.
What was the last thing we did classic Phantasm like this? I can't even remember.
It's been a minute.
When did we put it up? There's an even better question.
Let me go back to our thing here. I honestly don't know. It had to have been. Let's see. The Hills Run Red.
What I'm saying though, no, we did something before that. I thought.
No, that's the last thing we did that we have up. It's February.
Did we not ever put Howling 2 up?
Yeah, we did that before that one. Howling 2 was like the week before that one.
I don't remember. I feel like there was something maybe we didn't put up, but maybe we did.
Gosh, we just haven't done anything in that long.
The fun here at Phantasm, kid, is when you can't remember shit.
Nope. Stuck in 89, apparently. Or we just don't know what the fuck we did half the time.
But, I mean, am I wrong, or did we do something else?
It's not up. If we did, I don't think we've done anything else.
I can't remember. Well, kids, if we ever do, we'll find it. Anyway, good to be back.
Graduation day?
Did we never put that up?
Poltergeist 3, we have that up. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're both up. I mean, I'm only looking at what's on my computer here, but...
I don't know.
Let's see, Howling 2... Poltergeist 3 is up.
That was fun.
Yeah, Graduation Day is up, and Poltergeist 3 is up. That was our Liberty Mutual Insurance special.
When we couldn't put it up because I was on a rant or something.
Yeah, we have a lot of those, folks, and eventually I'll.
You know what? Here's the
too.
beautiful thing about that. That's the beauty of we just do something different. I'm in a great mood today. Can't speak for Mr. Gorechrist. I think he might be.
Oh, I'm good.
I'm in a great mood. Totally down to do this.
This is a great movie.
Very excited to be back.
Yes, sir.
Briefly, Corey and I, for our devoted listeners, have had a lot of derailments this year.
Yeah, it's been a great year.
And I'm not going to go super into it, but our goal as friends is to get to Disney this year, hopefully. So maybe a football game. We're gonna see what happens. But we both have had some unexpected derailments. More Corey than me, actually. Amazingly, this year. Well, until the other day when my car hit the bed.
Yeah.
For $2,000, but
that's always great.
It's just been weird. Everything's just kind of fell off. Everything's been weird. We haven't seen each other in a long time. I've been down here in Florida and doing my thing, and he's been up north doing his thing. But the thing about it is it's just been a weird year, and we're going to try to be more consistent with this. But it's just been crazy. We've had some just pitfalls here and there, and some bigger pitfalls and disappointments, maybe for both of us, more some than others. Just on different shit and beyond. But we're still here. We're still going, and I hope you guys like the new Facebook page. That is my fault. I 911 coded it, but it's there.
Do you want to go into the story of that?
I've been whoring the hell out of it, haven't I? Haven't you seen all the new lives there? I've been whoring it.
Do you want to go into the story about that?
About what?
About the Facebook page.
To what degree? I'm kind of confused on.
I don't know, because it was just kind of, we just kind of like booted it. No,
I don't really want to explain that. That's a personal thing.
Okay. Well, if none of you noticed, we do have a new Facebook page. So if you're listening and you're like, what the fuck happened? I don't see Phantasm anymore. Well, there is a new page, and it's the same name as the last one. So if you just look up, except if you look it up as a URL, I had to change it. So now it's the Phantasm Podcast. So if you go to facebook.com/The Phantasm Podcast, you will find our new page. Because we couldn't use it, the other one, which was just Phantasm Podcast, because the other one still technically exists until a certain amount of time to where we're allowed to use it again. So, yeah.
It's us.
Yeah. So, the Phantasm Podcast. So, if you look that up, it's us.
And honestly, I think it has a nice new sheen to it.
It does.
I've been whoring it out, kids. So please, if you're listening to this, please go check it out. Feel free to add me. Look up Ronnie Dio. You'll see in parentheses Dr. Vincent West. Feel free to send me a friend request. Whatever you want to do.
I have an ad.
Questions, fun answers, anything you want to do. Hit us up at Oh, I'm sorry.
Ad.
Easy fix. I will pause it on John Claude's face. I'm at
7:15.
Oh, that's okay. It's fine. No biggie.
Sorry.
I'll keep talking. You watch your ad. I'm going to diarrhea the mouth until you tell me to stop.
Okay. Well, it's about
Check out
this
the
is the
page.
only ad.
It's beautiful. All the other social media stuff's the same. None of the places you would listen to Phantasm have changed.
I'm back.
Okay. And just let me know when you're at 7:26.
I am there right now. Sorry, folks.
Yeah. thank you guys, and go check it out. Give us a like, give us a follow. If you don't want to like it, just follow it. If you want to just go in there and check out what we're doing, go ahead. I try to keep it up to date every day. And I'm not promoting as much stuff as I was before. And I'm sorry about that. There's going to be less humor. I'm just promoting what we do.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it at this point, and I don't want to speak for Corey, but feel free to say yes or no with me on this. I'm not here to help anybody but us. So,
yeah.
And the people that help us, if you've helped us, obviously we're going to help you out. I'm very happy to announce when you listen to this, my interview with the 69 Eyes vocalist, Yuri. He came back on, promoted their new album. It comes out tomorrow, April 22nd. We did the interview today, which was weird because it's Hitler's birthday. I'm sure he was thrilled because he's Jewish and Finnish. I'm sure Corey's thrilled because he's Jewish.
Yeah,
but we did the interview. It's a great interview, something positive on a very negative day when Satan was unleashed into this planet. But great interview. Hope you guys dig it. We got Craig LaCicero coming up from Forbidden. I'm doing what I can to kind of keep that stuff rolling. Corey's got a couple things in his basket. I'll let him surprise you with those. Do what we can. I've been trying to get some good stuff. Potentially have lost one guy that I've been working with for years with Corey and I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, the stuff's there. There's lots of good stuff. Go check it out. Haven't really been doing much godless stuff recently. Everything's just going to our main brand. If the hairband stuff throws some of you guys, I'm into that stuff. If you're not into it, just don't listen to it. Go listen to the Overkill interview. Go listen to some of the stuff Corey's got coming for you.
Well, it's also, it's kind of our way too of not intentionally, but if you like the horror kind of aspect of what we do sometimes, then the hair metal and the 80s stuff definitely complement that, and people that like horror, I don't know how they don't like that style of music. Also, it kind of goes hand in hand, like
it really does.
Whereas, we always thought death metal and stuff like that also go hand in hand with it, but in our own way, and not in a way that
in a way that you and I cultivated, not anybody else.
Not a way other people copied or thought of first, but you know what I mean. Hair metal definitely goes more along with it because we watch a lot of 80s shit, and a lot of that music is reminiscent of the time and of the movies themselves and the soundtracks. So this movie took a crazy turn. There's just people cutting heads off, and
here's a weird, fun Dr. Vincent West fact, and this is not looked up off the internet. I just noticed because I love this movie. The main villain in this movie, and feel free to double check this, kids at home. Corey, you're feel free to do it. The main villain guy right there is in Point Break.
Huh.
He sure as hell is. He's one of the surfer criminals that's not part of Bodie, a.k.a. Patrick Swayze's gang.
Right. He's
part of the Anthony Kiedis from Red Hot Chili Peppers gang.
Ah, okay.
He's the one with the Jerry curl on the beach. That is straight up. So
great.
Pretty fun. If you guys like Keanu Reeves, that's fine. If you like John Wick, teach their own. I think it's okay. If I'm watching Keanu Reeves, I'm watching Point Break.
Hell yeah.
That's Keanu Reeves to me.
Good stuff.
That and a weird movie he did called My Own Private Idaho, and another weird movie he did called River's Edge. But anyway, that's my Keanu Reeves stuff and all. But yeah, this is a great movie. I think this is a beautiful print of this. I'm hoping they put this out in 4K. It's not been put out in 4K yet, but Scream Factory a few years ago put out a really nice collector's edition of this. It's out of print.
They did, yeah.
That I have.
Which I think they'll release a 4K of it soon, because they're re-releasing most of their shit in 4K now. So that's why I've kind of halted on buying their Blu-rays, because they're just going to put it out in 4K now. So
I'll tell you what's really funny, and we'll just go ahead and do this today on the podcast. Corey's birthday present is a reissue from Scream Factory.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had the money to do my co-host right for a long time, but he's getting Motel Hell in 4K for his birthday.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
One of Corey's favorite horror films. If y'all don't know that, if you've never seen it, it's a lot of fun. But that's his birthday present. So happy early birthday.
Well, thank you, dude. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
The same day Creep Show comes out in 4K, and I'm buying that for myself.
Absolutely. And when
your shit.
Yeah, when we did watch Motel Hell, if I'm not mistaken, that is like a joint interview episode we did. We had Terrence on
I
there
don't
from
have a
Suffocation.
fucking clue what we did that for.
Terrence for Suffocation, and then I also put the barbecue stuff I did on there as well.
Really? Is that the same thing? Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I think that was that episode. So go check it out. It's one of our old episodes, one of our earlier interviews also. Kind of joined it. I went to barbecue, and the doctor went to Summer Slaughter, and then I did all that stuff. He did all that.
Back in the good old day, years ago.
We combined the interviews together and put them on that one. It was like a summer episode we did, so it was a lot of fun. Had a good theme to it. Motel Hell's a lot of fun to watch. It's goofy. It's cheesy. So, yeah, that's awesome. Go back and check out some of our old shit.
That was a really bad wig on Van Damme right there, too.
Oh, yeah. He looks like fucking... He thinks he's Thomas Jefferson. It's like Thomas Jefferson wig from Spirit Halloween. That's what he's wearing. God, buddy. Lord.
I mean, I love that. I'm a huge Van Damme fan. That's a bad wig.
That's a Van wig. That's what that is.
You know what he is? He's wearing fucking. He's either wearing Paul Stanley or fucking Bret Michaels wig right there.
Yeah, that's a Michaels
or Joe
wig.
Elliott from fucking Def Leppard.
It's just called 80s.
Like,
it's an 80s rocker wig.
It is. He's like, hey, I've got a lot of people to perform in front of tonight. Can I use your wig?
I'm going to Halloween Store Plus. Let's get that 80s rocker wig for you.
God, that wig. Look at it.
It's bad.
It is bad.
Either that or it's a pirate wig. I don't know. It looks like all kinds of things.
You know what I think? You know what it really looks like, honestly? I mean, this is really, you're going to pee your pants when I say this. That looks like a fucking Johnny Rico wig from fucking that Tarzan movie that I like that he did.
It does, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Which was a wig, by the way.
He looks like Casper Van Dien with that
Legend
wig
of
on.
Tarzan, Casper Van Dien. You guys want to watch a horrific movie that I love? Corey's favorite movie makes sense. Casper Van Dien, Starship Troopers. What's mine? Legend of Tarzan. One of the worst wigs in cinema history, and I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That's
you know
a bad
what the
one.
nightmare is you're waking up from, honey? Seeing his wig.
It's Psy wig.
True story. I've probably done this in the past. If we ever do any video shooting, one thing we're wanting to do is Dr. West visits the wigs of the famous. I'm going to jump up on stage at a Poison show, take Bret Michaels' wig. Def Leppard show, grab Joe Elliott's wig. Kiss show, grab Gene and Paul's wig. Anybody, it's time to have that wig taken off. Any of your classic rock bands you're rocking out with your husband, boyfriend, rubbing his beer gut, rubbing his nuts, and then you're see Dr. West up on the stage and take that wig.
We need to have the Phantasm Wig Museum.
Dude, you read my mind. Instead of a House of Wax museum for Dr. West, it's a House of Rock wigs.
It's just called Dr. West House of Wig.
There it is.
It's not even plural. It's just House of Wig.
Right. And live every day we have Finland's own wigwam playing. Yep. We're all about the wigs.
God, that'd be so funny. Yeah.
I'm telling you though, man, if you guys have not, if you're listening to this podcast, go, even if you don't like them, go Google a current photo of Joe Elliott. That is a serious wig.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a fucking wig. Because I guarantee if I pull that off, he's Captain Picard.
Yep.
You're rocking that Jean-Luc, baby. You're rocking that fucking straight up bald. You're as bald as a baby's ass.
Yeah. Which is fine, It's like just be bald.
It's like, dude, why are you wearing a goddamn, the talk wig?
So it's I don't get it because it looks so much worse. Because it's never even like on like the right part of their head. It's like tilted a little bit, so the bangs are in the wrong spot. It's like, dude, that's a straight up wig, dude.
It is.
Like
I'm not saying to be mean. It's just the truth. I mean, it's just, and I'm not. Again, it's silly when you're wearing a Liza Minnelli wig in Def Leppard. Liza Minnelli's a great actress. But you know, it just don't look right on Joe Elliott up there going, bring on the hot beer. You know, it's like, dude, you need the fucking wig removal.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
the wig of ages.
I'm telling you, man, there's some real bad ones too. It's like, God Almighty.
Yeah, the wig of ages.
I mean, yeah, wig of ages. Keep on wigging. Yeah. I mean, it's just.
Oh shit! I like the logo.
I mean, it really did. It looked like this lady that I used to work with at a call center. It's just like, where did you pick up this wig from? You know.
Oh, they go to like Party City and get one.
I know one thing. The girl that's with him right now, she's got them dick sucking lips.
Yeah.
Look, she does. She wants that mushroom head in her mouth.
She's like, you can leave
dick sucking lips.
You can leave the wig on.
Yeah, put your wig back on. I won't pretend you're Def Leppard.
I actually like the wig. It turns me on. Yep.
Weird.
Let's look up some trivia here while we're doing this.
I love this director. This guy was like the king of the B movie.
Yeah.
Albert Pune, rest in peace. He died back in November of last year. Love this guy. And I know it's weird, but it's like, if you're a fan of cult movies, you gotta love this guy, man. He did The Sword and the Sorcerer, which is a beautiful 4K disc that Scream Factory put out, which I do not possess, sadly. But
this is
great director.
Before we get to him, we'll see. Oh wow, this is the first little tidbit of it. It says Jean-Claude Van Damme accidentally wounded Jackson Rock Pickney's eye during a sword fight scene, permanently blinding him in that eye. He took Van Damme to court and eventually won a settlement. So that's.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's the guy from Point Break.
Yeah.
God, that's horrible.
It is horrible. This was the last official theatrical release for Cannon Films after going bankrupt in 1987. So this is a pretty good swan song, I'd say, for them. It's one of their best. The film was conceived to use the costumes and set builds for a Masters of the Universe sequel and a live-action Spider-Man film. Albert Pune planned to shoot both projects simultaneously. Cannon Films had to cancel deals with Mattel and Marvel because of their financial troubles, and they needed to recoup the money spent on both projects. Pune created the film script under the pseudonym of Kitty Calmers, using two previous scripts, Johnny Guitar and Alex Rain. Some network television channels still give the film's title as Masters of the Universe 2 Cyborg, leading people to think it's a sequel. That's very interesting that we could have had a Albert Pune Spider-Man movie in the 80s.
Fucking love him, man.
Jean-Claude Van Damme re-edited the film, much as he did with Bloodsport, to make the fight scenes more exciting and trim down the drama. Van Damme spent 2 months editing the film. He would do the same on Hard Target. That's how much of a badass and perfectionist that Van Damme is.
Dude, and see, can I just say something real brief?
Gets no credit.
I want to tell you guys somebody that I love. Corey knows that I do. And then you made me think of it saying this, and I hope it's okay if I just take a brief little second to say this.
Go for it.
Does anybody out there realize what a genius Sylvester Stallone is?
Oh, I love him.
He fucking directed fucking Rocky 2 and edited it.
Yeah.
As a nobody.
Yeah.
He wrote Rocky, but he wrote and directed 2.
Yeah.
He wrote and directed 4. The man gets no fucking credit. Everyone's like, oh, he's a what? No, he's a fucking genius is what he is. And by the way, remind me next time you and I hang out, I'll bring the Rocky 4K set over. It's goddamn gorgeous.
Yeah, I want to see it.
It makes my dick hard. And there's a director's cut of something he re-edited of part 4. Retitled it Rocky versus Drago. And it's goddamn got like 30 extra minutes.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I just look. Clint Eastwood, same kind of thing. That guy's like 1 million years old, and he is still writing and directing movies.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that, what you just said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent about Stallone and Clint, but yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. Credit where credit's due. Pune's original cut of Cyborg was much more stylized. It was in black and white, had a rock score, had more violence and had all the Jean-Claude Van Damme's dialogue, including extensive narration dubbed by another actor. It was much more dark, violent, and cynical. Cannon held a test screening of this version for a small audience, and they hated it. Only one out of 100 people surveyed liked the film. Due to this, Albert Pyun was kicked off the film, and Van Damme convinced producers Golan and Globus to instead let him and his producer friend Sheldon Lettich edit the film as he had done with Bloodsport, and asked them for 2 months. Cyborg was finally released 2 months later, then started a trend where virtually every movie of Pyun's, the next 12 or 13, was taken away from him by the studio and recut.
That's crazy.
The MPA originally gave the film an X rating. Numerous cuts got an R rating, including a good deal of blood and the village, a massacre, and one character's death scene. Albert Pyun is currently developing a prequel to this film, which obviously is not now.
But it still may get dropped because apparently he was doing it.
Which originally titled Cyborg Rise of the Slingers before the title was changed to Cyborg Nemesis. The film, which takes place before Cyborg, details the formation of the Slingers after the plague brought about the fall of civilization and the pirates began terrorizing the survivors, and the Slingers are organized to deal with them. The budget, including Jean-Claude Van Damme's salary, was $500,000. The studio had already spent $2 million on the project design, costumes, and miscellaneous prep work on the aborted projects Match of the Universe 2 and Spider-Man. So that's pretty crazy that that's all they had to make this. It's a better movie because of it, in my opinion. In 2011, Kernan Pictures got hold of the missing tapes, the original cut of the film, through Tony Ripperetti, Albert Pyun's original choice for score artist. This director's cut features Pyun's editing and previously unreleased scenes. It is commercially available through the director himself. Pyun's director's cut was released in 2014 in Germany with the film's original title, Slinger. So that's pretty cool.
That's crazy. I've never even seen that.
For those pleasure seekers, which I want to watch it myself. It's dope. After the success of Bloodsport, Cannon Films offered Jean-Claude Van Damme the lead role in Delta Force 2, The Colombian Connection, American Ninja 3, Blood Hunt, or this film. He chose the latter and later admitted, "I didn't like the film so much." Albert,
he likes this movie now.
Yeah.
But I think when he made this, you've got to realize, though, he was coming off, if I'm not mistaken, you can double check me on this, he should have been coming off Kickboxer.
Yeah.
And Kickboxer and Bloodsport are hard to beat. Those are good movies. Especially goddamn Bloodsport.
Oh, yeah.
Bloodsport, if anybody listening to this right now has not seen that, just go watch it. Drink a 6-pack, smoke a spliff, do a couple lines, whatever it is you do in your personal life, it's none of my goddamn business. Watch Bloodsport. It's a lot of fun, and it's where Ed Boon and the Tobias cat from Mortal Kombat came up with Mortal Kombat, and that's a fact.
Hell yeah. When Fender steals the boat he takes to Charleston, he declares that he can't swim and hates water. Vincent Klein is a professional surfer, so that's kind of funny.
Wait, that's the dude from Point Break.
Yeah. The original theatrical version does not explain what slingers are. In the director's cut, the opening crawl defines slingers as hired warriors who safely escort people out of cities to protect them from pirates. Vincent Klein once recalled that because of the low budget of the film, that only 2 pairs of contact lenses were made for his character. He would go on to say that he lost the first pair in an unspecified early scene, and then later, while filming the final fight scene, he had thought he had lost the other. Filming had immediately stopped the crew to try to find them, which allowed Klein to return to the dressing trailer. There he discovered that the lenses actually shifted above his eye from all the smoke, dirt, and high winds of the final scene being filmed, was causing him to blink uncontrollably. By blinking again in his trailer, he was able to move the lenses back down and filming resumed. So, crazy. A film had limited cast. Almost everyone aside from the leads plays multiple roles, usually henchmen. I love his little mini Gatling gun here. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, dude. This movie for me, if I can get a bit nostalgic, I remember going to the theater growing up with my uncle on the weekends to watch a rated R movie I wasn't supposed to see. I would walk into that school Monday morning and people were like, "Oh man, man, Vincent saw fucking Cyborg, man, you know, or Vincent saw fucking Terminator, or Vincent saw, you know, It was nice. And of course I watched this shit. And the great thing is thanks to my amazing mom, she would rent this stuff for me so I could watch it 1,000 times on videotape over my summer vacation.
There you go.
This is a movie that I have owned in every fucking format that it has ever existed on. VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and hopefully soon 4K. I even had a laser disc of this motherfucker. I mean, this movie's just fun. I like post-apocalyptic stuff. You ever listen to Phantasm? Y'all know I'm a big Mad Max fan. Oh, yeah. All of it. You know, but you really can't go wrong with this movie. This movie's just fun.
Oof.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he just shit the bed.
Oh, you want to hear the biggest shock of the night, kids? I still have not had a fucking commercial.
Yeah, I've had one so far, so hopefully
What have I done right? Man, look at them dick sucking wheels.
I know. She's like, I liked how you pushed him down. She pushed him down the shaft. The script was written with the idea of Chuck Norris playing the lead. Producers Golan and Globus
God, that would have been horrible.
convinced Puya to cast Jean-Claude Van Damme instead after his success in Bloodsport. Now,
I do want to go back to something. Van Damme in Delta Force 2, awesome.
Yeah, it is good.
Instead of Chuck Norris, awesome. And Van Damme.
Ad. Sorry.
Van Damme, I still haven't had one. Van Damme in a fucking American Ninja movie, awesome.
It was awesome, yeah. It's about to be over. That was... okay. All right, I'm good.
Are they at the beach?
Yes, they're at the beach. So
I'm at 126.
Yeah, I'm in the same place.
Okay.
So Terry Batson, who I'm assuming is her, naturally speaks with a North Carolina accent, Vincent's favorite, and recorded all of her lines in the movie without altering it. She then had no idea that her voice was going to be dubbed over in the final cut of the movie. Holy Jesus.
Not about that.
Well, we got the 29 minutes and 28 seconds. Mr. Skinless is always here for you. And you got some side boob and butt action, Terry Batson.
I thought we were about to get a Van Damme.
Yeah, I thought we were about to get a Van Damme wiener. He's keeping his shit on. That's good. Keep that cyborg in there. Yeah, she had no idea her voice was going to be dubbed for the movie.
He plowed this chick.
Probably. And only found out when she and her friends and family saw it together in the theaters for the first time that her voice was dubbed over. So that's pretty funny. Method Man sampled most of Fender's opening words as the opening lyrics in the song Judgment Day from his 1998 album T-Call 2000 Judgment Day. The lyrics are slightly modified. The intro is also in the opening song World Domination by the death metal band Mortician. The intro of Fender talking about death and starvation is thought as the official opening of metal band Chimera's song Resurrection. It is often played at live shows as an intro. The same intro is also played by the beginning of a song by Australian Christian grindcore band Vomitorial Corpulence. So that's a little death metal trivia. Thank you, whoever made that a thing on IMDb. Good for you. Adding some Method Man and Mortician. That's pretty good shit.
Okay.
Some New York goodness there. There you go.
Ready?
There's more titty action here. You just keep it after 29 minutes. You're gonna see some good stuff. Yes. Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
I felt, this is Van Damme. I felt cold. I felt hot. I felt scared. I didn't feel like male or female. I didn't even feel like myself. Van Damme started binging cocaine during the filming of Hard Target.
Huh.
He continued to use cocaine through Tom Cop, Sudden Death, Street Fighter. Listen to this quote.
Street Fighter's the notorious one.
Street Fighter, don't even remember making the movie.
Yeah. Bless.
So, yeah, and I had told people this for years, and here's another interesting thing about it, and I still love him regardless. Apparently, he used to injure a lot of his, stunt people.
Oh, I'm sure, because he was coked out.
Because he was just too rough.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to tell everybody, Lionheart was the last movie before he got on the internet on it. He got on the cocaine.
On the rear.
Yep, on the little Eric Clapton there. He don't lie, he don't lie. He's making Hard Target, cocaine. But see, Universal, a lot of people don't know this. The Universal deal, which was Hard Target, these are not in order. I'm going to do the best I can. Hard Target, Street Fighter, Sudden Death, Time Cop,
which is my favorite.
One with Roger Moore. The Quest.
Yeah, the Quest.
All that shit. He was coked out of his fucking gourd.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe me, if you'll look, he even in those movies, he looks like he is just like out of his mind.
Oh, Street Fighter was notoriously bad for him because it was so noticeable.
Isn't he Guile in that movie?
Yeah.
I like that movie. Everybody makes fun of me for it.
It's good. I love, what's his name? Raul is Bison. That was awesome.
Raul Julia?
Yeah, it's great.
Raul Julia was great anyway.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was a great Bison. Some more titties there. 33 minutes, 20 seconds. I don't know who that is, but there's some...
Is that a pity corpse?
Slave titties.
Slave pity corpse.
Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Albert Puyen wrote the character of Gibson Rickenbacker for Chuck Norris. Jean-Claude Van Damme got the part after he demonstrated a spinning split kick. That's all it took, folks.
Here's the reality of this. I want to run with some of that just briefly. This movie would be god awful with Chuck in it.
I know. It's just he's not.
And I love Chuck. If you guys have never seen Good Guys Wear Black or The Octagon or Missing in Action, Chuck Norris has done some great movies. We did Missing in Action on here, I think. Didn't we do Missing in Action on here?
Yes, we did.
So the point I'm trying to make is that he would have been god awful in this. Like, it would have been really bad.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, really, really, really bad.
Cyborg is shot entire.
I love Chuck Norris, but Chuck Norris would not be good in this. Would Van Damme be good in Delta Force 2? Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is actually weird. It says this is like the last one I'll read on here. The other ones are kind of.
No, man, read whatever you want. I'm into this.
Well,
I'm learning about shit I don't know.
Well, the thing about IMDb, a lot of it gets kind of repetitive, or people keep repeating the same shit that's already been posted on here. So this is the last like good. Tidbit. Well, there's two of them. Here's the one. It said Cyborg is shot entirely on the set of a game show, The Crystal Maze.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it says. According to
where was this shot at physically?
I'm about to find out. According to Albert Puyen in an interview, Albert Puyen originally envisioned the film to be a National Guardsman trying to get back home to his family in Atlanta in the post-apocalypse. Well, that wasn't too interesting. Wasn't too far from it. Let's see. Yada, yada, yada. Wilmington, North Carolina.
No shit.
Yep. And Arizona. There's some in, the Domes, Casa Grande, Arizona. Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, Tucson. Imperial County, California. A lot of Arizona, a lot of North Carolina. So a little bit of both.
Okay, I have an ad in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ad.
Okay, paused. Paused at 36:03.
Ocean spray. Urinary tract infection, ocean spray. Ancient antioxidant, ocean spray. Ocean spray. Available now, and it's got a bunch of African American people drinking it. I don't know why. Maybe they need urinary tract help. I don't know. It should show a glass of me and Corey drinking it, but anyway.
Right. I agree.
What will we do with all that power, Corey Christ? Ocean spray.
We can do a lot with that power.
Okay, and I am back.
All right, 36:03.
It's Dick sucking Leops and him staring off at a boat.
Yeah, we're good.
But yeah, good stuff.
It's good stuff. So Albert Puyen, to go with him a little bit, and I know this is one of the Doctor's favorite movies. His first film was The Sword and the Sorcerer, which is on, I think, Peacock right now.
Actually, it's on here.
Maybe it's here.
It is here, because I saw it earlier.
It led to Peon being attached to various large sci-fi projects, including Total Recall, which he didn't end up directing that famously, but he was originally attached to it. And Dangerously Close, Vicious Lips, Alien from L.A., Journey to the Center of the Earth in 1988. And then the 90s proved to be an even more prolific decade, with Peon directing a further 24 films notable throughout these years. Captain America, did the Nemesis movies, Kickboxer 2, Death Angel, which I love, Knight Riders, yeah, a bunch of stuff. Oh, his work with Charles Band's Full Moon Pictures saw him direct Dollman and Arcade, both of which continue to hold a strong cult following.
Weird.
And as you all know, which we used to do, which we don't really do it much anymore, but if you are a ding-dong on one of our interviews, sometimes we will choose to still use the interview anyway, but you'll get a Charles Band film as punishment. So it's called the Charles Band treatment. We haven't really had to do that yet, but it's there for if certain bands or guests or whoever end up being fucking dildos on the podcast, then we'll still use it for promotion, but we'll put them with a Charles Band film, like a really bad one, like Evil Bong 4 or something.
What are we talking about?
The Charles Band treatment. You don't remember that?
Oh yeah.
We've never had to do it, but it's there in case. It's like our in case of fire break the glass kind of thing.
It is, yes. And you came up with that. You deserve all the credit for that too. It's pretty funny.
The Charles Band treatment. You get like Ginger Dead Man 3, or you just get something really bad, bottom of the barrel, which isn't hard to find on Charles Band stuff. But some of his stuff's all right.
Hey, you ready to crack up?
Yeah.
He never uses that gun in this movie.
I know. He used it like once. He did use it one time.
Oh, he'll shoot like a tiny pea shooter out of it, but most of the time he's bloody kicking the shit out of people like this guy.
Well, that's what we want to see,
This guy with the David Bowie wig's about to get kicked in the face.
His fucking his like umpire.
He's like, dance,
umpire
magic,
armor.
Dance. And this is what I think of that Dance Magic Dance. Suck it, Bowie.
Yep.
Bad David Bowie wig.
It's a horrible one. It's like that. Oof. There you go. There's that spin kick. Just kicked his fucking teeth out of his head. And now I'm going to kick you into oblivion. Right into an old-ass propane tank. There's no way that works.
Oh, and then does it again.
Yeah.
You get the throat
crushes his larynx there.
Ooh, did you see the knife block while in split form?
Yeah. There we go. What kind of wig is that? He's got the Oriental Warrior wig from Party City. Because they can't say like samurai. Sometimes he's put Oriental Warrior wig.
That's funny.
Yeah, he looks like a real piece of work.
I was gonna say deathcore vocalist wig, but whatever.
That's a good one too. Yeah. No, it needs to be shorter.
Oh, does he actually have a mullet in the back?
Yeah, he's got the back mullet. Yep. I love the pirates though. They look so awesome. They did a really good job for just making some like crazy batshit characters in this.
Well, they're getting the spear gun. He's speared now.
And old Vincent Klein over here, which is crazy. We're about to see his eye get taken out. He's got the he's got the Earth, Wind, and Fire wig.
This shouldn't be the eyeball. We're not that far into this.
Yeah, I guess it's the final fight scene they do. I don't know, but yeah, he's got the Earth, Wind, and Fire wig on.
Yes, he does.
Or the Funkadelic wig.
And I'm telling you, you can double check me. He's in Point Break.
He's badass in this movie. I love it.
He's great in Point Break.
Like, I actually wish NECA would do a figure of him because he looks awesome. He'd be a really cool figure.
The guy attacking Van Damme right now, you know who it looks like?
Who?
I can't remember his name. He was, oh God, I'm messing up my own joke. He looks like Ultimo Warrior from fucking WCW.
Ultimo Dragon.
That's it.
I loved Ultimo Dragon, man.
That poor motherfucker. Every time I would go to watch Nitro, it's like, goddamn, why do every time I walk in here, it's like, Ultimo Dragon's taking on Ric Flair. It's like,
funny story about Ultimo Dragon. So he was one of my favorite wrestlers in WCW.
Really? That's so weird.
That was my favorite submission of all time and still is, besides Dean Malenko's Texas Cloverleaf, is the Dragon Sleeper. And I put this fucking kid Gus in it and made him cry, and then I punched his bottom lip up into his buck teeth and made him bleed because he was making fun of my friend's sister who I had a crush on.
Oh, there's the wig.
Yep, there's the wig. So yeah, in the middle of
skinny bop.
In the little in the middle of my friend's
Michael's wig.
In the middle of my friend's yard, people were driving by in upstate New York, and I had this kid in a Dragon Sleeper.
Bret Michael's wig. There's nothing more to say.
Wig, shitter, bop. That's a pretty bad one too, right there. Look at all those extensions. Looks like a fucking like poodle butt.
Can I make a really tasteless joke? It looks like winter. Tits.
Oof.
Do you like that?
That's pretty bad.
Doesn't this look great? Doesn't it look awesome?
Looks like a poodle butt. I like how the flashbacks are like the super wig, and then he's got his real hair here. So it'd be weird if he had that wig the whole time. It probably wouldn't. It would be hard to watch.
And it's funny though when it goes in and out.
Oh yeah.
Every time he does it, I'm gonna do the Bret Michaels on it. Every wig's got some hair.
You know what else he looks like? And going back to Casper Van Dien, because he kind of looks like Casper Van Dien with that wig on anyway. Oh, here's Alice Cooper.
No, that's Dee Snider. He's like, we're not going to take Van Dam. No, we're not going to take Van Dam.
Jeez, that's his actual hair. He's got the hair and everything. Oh my God! But no, if you've ever seen
it does. It's dark-headed Dee Snider. It's gothic Dee Snider.
Yeah, it's Strangeland Dee Snider.
There you go.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, if you've seen the Sleepy Hollow movie, like the Tim Burton one with Casper Van Dien, where he plays Brom Bones or whatever, that's exactly what he looks like in those scenes. Like he's got the same wig, because Casper Van Dien has a bad wig in that movie. It looks just like that one. It's probably his. It's like, here, man, you can borrow my wig for this movie. You borrow the Van Dien wig. Oh, there he is. He's about to shoot his weapon. Oh, look, and it just goes beep. He's shooting it like a fucking, just like a straight shooter. It's weird. That looks like Weird Al Yankovic. Is who that looks like.
Weird Al Snider.
Yeah.
It's Weird Al on Dee Snider roids.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
He's like, I'm built.
Bad hair day, that's for sure. Yeah. So his old bitch killed his new bitch. That's never fun. I killed your bitch. He was like,
see, I would love to know where they shot all this. I would love to just go hang out in that ruin.
It's pretty dope. This is probably North Carolina. Like, I guess, all the deserty looking shit makes sense for Arizona. But Lovey's like, every time I've made love to her at a campfire, I've been thinking of making love to you when we used to make love. So that's what happened. That little love scene while he was porking her, he was thinking about porking that other chick instead.
Dee Snider.
Yep. He's like, I got a mop. I wear a mop.
So who is he carrying? Is he carrying dick-sucking Leops?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, because his ex-lover came over there and socked her one. And now he's trying to escape with her. He's like, you should come with me, too. Then I can have both of you.
He's like, well, y'all can have fucking hot, nasty girl-on-girl action.
And she could take off the back of your cyborg head.
And guess what? If you stay with me for a few extra years, you can have my cocaine cock.
You can watch me try to get it up for 35 minutes.
See, here's a true story. Every time that you've ever told me in your personal life that you've touched the cocaine, I can't stop laughing because I just immediately imagine you. Are you ready? I've never told. So Corey's never heard this joke, but every time you've ever told me you've been on it, I just imagine you as Mark Wahlberg when he's falling apart, strung out on it in fucking Boogie Nights, where he's like, "Guess what, Jack? I said it's my big dick. It's time to fuck. I want to fuck." You know what I'm talking about? Where he's like coked out of his mind.
Yeah.
And he can't get hard. Is that a real thing? You can't get a boner on cocaine?
I've never had an issue with it.
Interesting.
Some people do.
You should have been in Boogie Nights. You could have been the stunt cock.
That's right. Stunt cock.
You know what part I'm talking about, though?
Yeah. Okay, Big Lips is Deborah Richter. Let's see who that is. Not Babson, who is the one from whatchamacallit. What the hell is this?
There's Dee Snider.
Yeah, that is Dee Snider. Weird Al Snyder.
Yeah, Weird Al Snyder.
What the hell is this?
Dee Yankovic.
What is this?
I'm watching them in like a sewer or something.
Oh, I was trying to look up some that she's been in.
Oh, the chick?
Yeah, she was in Airwolf.
Fucking awesome.
One episode, but yeah. The Fall Guy.
Does this thing what season?
No, it just says one episode. Charlie's Angels, she was on an episode. The Waltons. Cool. I mean, this is all before she did this. Airwolf. Cyborg, then after that, she was in an episode of Gabriel's Fire. Then she's just been doing kind of weird short film things. But
is she still active? She's still alive?
Yeah, last time she acted was 2019, but yeah, she's still kicking.
That's cool, man.
Old Debbie. So who is Terry Batson? She plays Mary. That's the one that had the...
Who's dick sucking Leops?
That's Debbie Richter.
Okay.
She's dick sucking Leops.
She does, though. Okay, I haven't had an 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ad.
All right, I'm paused on Dee Snider here.
Work.
So let's see.
Get hustling.
Oh, Vincent Klein.
Let's get paid now.
You know, Fender Tremolo here. Just to
now.
Just
now. With think big with DoorDash.
Just so Dr. West can have this, even though he already knows. Old Vincent Klein here. He went and appeared in minor roles in films like Red Surf, teaming up with George Clooney in 1990, and Point Break, going up against Patrick Swayze and Keanu Reeves in 91.
Yes, he did.
He still got the bulk of his major roles in movies directed by Albert Pyun, like Blood Match, Kickboxer 2, Dollman, Nemesis, Knights, Blast, The Wrecking Crew, Corrupt, Urban Menace, and Max Havoc, Curse of the Dragon from 2004.
I'm back on.
Okay.
Should be them coming out of a manhole.
I got an ad right when that happened.
Fuck.
It's like literally right when I clicked off of it, it just went like, "You're on an ad now." There was no countdown or anything. Other roles that Klein appeared in were mostly noted on-screen personalities on the Baywatch television series throughout the 1990s and 2000s, and he appeared in the episode Showdown in the television series The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr.
Which is the Bruce Campbell show.
Yep. He also had a bit role in Prey of the Jaguar as a thug working for the main antagonist, Bandera.
Does he have a listing where he was on the show Pacific Blue?
No, but I'm sure he was since he's a surfer guy.
I swear to you he was on that show, and I love that show.
All All right, now I'm back. They're pulling lips out of like a manhole.
Yep.
I think it's pronounced Clegion. It's Klym. It says Clegion. Whatever. Klein Clegion was born in New Zealand. His family relocated to Honolulu, Hawaii, and he attended and graduated from Aiha High School. Learned to surf in Hawaii. He went on to compete on the professional surfing circuit at only 13. Clean was a competitor in the Worldwide Surf Tour, and he was among the top 5 surfers in the world at the time. Pretty awesome. And he is now 62.
That's awesome.
He'd be somebody at a convention where I would shit. It'd be awesome to meet him.
Wouldn't it?
It would just be cool, you know? It'd be like a cheap signer. Somebody most people knew who the fuck he was. It's fucking... It'd just be cool. I'd be all about it. If he was at a con, I would totally go say what's up. Get a picture with him. No doubt in my mind. Fender Tremolo, man. It's good shit.
You want to do some 1989 action?
Yeah, I think it's about time to cue up the Chuck. We've actually gone a little over halfway through before doing it. Been having a good time. So, we will take you back to 1989 on this episode's Altering the Future.
Altering the future!
And I will cover the movies here. It's a little bit kind of jumbled now with the way Google works, but I'm just going to run through certain ones. I know we've done it a bunch. You know, listening to us this long for 6 years, a lot of it you're going to hear saying, God, that wig is so bad. Anyway, I'll do the movies, and the doctor will cover the music end of 1989 when this movie came out. That's a big motherfucker, though. Jesus. And I'll just go right through some here. Usually I do the horror, but I'm just going to run through.
That looks like fucking Rick Steiner.
Yeah, he does. Oh
he does. God. He looks like fucking Rick Steiner.
You got lips' titty popping out. All right, so 1989. We'll just run through the goodies here. We got Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You got Batman. You got Back to the Future Part 2, which is my favorite because of Biff Tannen. You got Field of Dreams. You got Star Trek 5: The Final Frontier. You got Major League. You got Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5: The Dream Child. You got All Dogs Go to Heaven. It's Burt Reynolds' goodness. Dom DeLuise. Dead Poet Society. Roadhouse. Leviathan. Twister. Born on the 4th of July. Toxic Avenger Part 3. The Last Temptation of Toxie. Got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Got Warlock. Movie we talked about the other day. It's one of me and the doctor's favorites is The Burbs. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
I'm really obsessed with that.
Oh, yeah. The Return of Swamp Thing. It's a Jim Wynorski film. Stephen King's Pet Sematary. It still scares me to this day. It holds up. Deep Star 6. Kickboxer. Got Uncle Buck. Steel Magnolias. What else we got? Weekend at Bernie's. It's one of my favorites too. Little Mermaid.
Love it.
Fletch Lives. While we're talking about Weird Al, because he looks like he's in this movie, you got the UHF movie, which is the Weird Al movie. See No Evil, Hear No Evil. Out Cold, Little Monsters. Going Overboard. The Wizard.
Love it.
Dream a Little Dream, which is on Tubi right now, and it's a Feldman and Haim film, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites, and Vestron put it out last year on that.
Oh, yeah. Turner and Hooch, Lethal Weapon 2, Harlem Nights, Tango and Cash. There's got to be more horrors here. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Got Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. I'll defend that movie till I'm dead.
Which one? Oh, Manhattan's great.
Oh, yeah. Shocker. The Horror Show, which is another one we've done on here. It's amazing. Got all Brian James action.
Yes, it is.
Intruder, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, better watch out. When Harry Met Sally.
That's a terrible movie.
It is terrible. It's a popular one for some reason.
It is. I hate it.
Because people have no taste. And then, of course, if I've missed any, whatever, you can go on the other episodes and find it, what I've missed this time. My favorite movie that I'll never miss, that'll come out of this list here for 1989 movies, is Ghostbusters 2. Thank you and good night.
Oh, I know you love that. I don't know if I have a favorite movie from that. I guess it's The Burbs. But
yeah.
Because I really do. Like, we're downplaying it extremely if people don't realize how much I love that movie.
We talked about that movie for you talked about that movie yesterday for an hour, so yeah. But I love it too.
It's something, and we're probably going to watch it for my birthday this year, kids.
We definitely should. We definitely should.
If you're interested, that's probably what we're going to do.
We haven't done it on Phantasm in 6 years. It's a really good one. We've always considered it, but we've never done it.
Well, we do the real special stuff for just weird stuff,
We do.
So.
Yeah. Like we did meatballs for your birthday last year, didn't we?
No, we did that for Halloween.
Okay, what did we do? Did we do Monster Squad? We did Monster Squad.
That was the year before.
I don't know what we did this year.
What did we do for my birthday last year?
I don't remember now.
I'll look it up here in a minute. Anyway, here's some music for you guys.
I'll look it up while you're doing that.
My favorite Black Sabbath record, Headless Cross. Amazing tour. I love Tony Martin. It's very good. Giant, Last of the Runaways. It's an AOR band that I really like. End the Innocence from Don Henley. That's the Eagles drummer. If anybody didn't know that. Cocked and Loaded from LA Guns. The Sensual World from Kate Bush. I actually saw that tour. Nothing Face from Voivod. Rush Presto, which is the last good Rush album, in my opinion, that they ever put out. It was an amazing tour, too. And arguably my favorite band of all time. The Miracle from Queen, which is an underrated Queen album. The debut album from Skid Row, a band I've been trying to get on this podcast for a long time.
Yep.
Will they ever make it on here? Who knows? Probably not. But I love Skid Row.
Find out next time.
What's that?
I said find out next time.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. The Cult, Sonic Temple. Disintegration, which is my favorite album from The Cure.
It's good stuff.
The Real Thing from Faith No More, which is the first album to feature Mike Patton on vocals. What else we got here? I've got all kinds of fun stuff for everybody. Beneath the Remains, a really great, amazing Sepultura record.
Yes, sir.
The Years of Decay, shout out to Dee Dee Burney for doing the podcast. Years of Decay from Overkill. Who Tends the Fire? It's a classic song. Blessing in Disguise, Metal Church, 1989, great album. Street Cleaner, Godflesh, amazing record.
Oh, yeah.
Gutter Ballet from Sabotage.
Check out the Doctor's interview.
Yeah, now he's not on that record, but yeah, check out my interview with Zach Stevens of Sabotage. Agent Orange from Sodom. Extreme Aggression from Creator. World Downfall from Terrorizer. Conspiracy from King Diamond. Consuming Impulse from Pestilence. Realm of Chaos from Bolt Thrower. Handle with Care from Nuclear Assault. Severed Survival from Autopsy. Not a huge Autopsy fan, but those guys are great people. Give them money, go see them, give them money. They're very nice to us. The last interview I did went fucking nuclear, so thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome.
J.P. Lee's Badlands debut record with him and Eric Singer from, everybody probably knows now, from Kiss.
Favorite Ozzy guitarist, J.P. Lee.
Louder Than Love, my favorite album from Soundgarden. That's right, you just heard me say that. That's a real thing.
Wow.
Lizzie, it's my favorite record. I love that record. If they had stayed like that, I would have continued to be a fan. Master of Disguise from Lizzie Borden. No More Color from Corner. Slip of the Tongue from Whitesnake. That's a departure record where John Sykes left and Steve Vai came in. And I saw that tour. It was quite good. Perfect Symmetry from Fate's Warning, which is an amazing record. And It also features this old dude on the cover of it, which would later be in the Inner Sandman video from Metallica. Metallica would get credit for using that guy, even though Fates Warning had been using him for years in front of that because they're a better band than Metallica ever thought about being.
Correct.
That's just my opinion, but that's just Blue Murder, self-titled debut from John Sykes and company. It's an amazing record. I'm a huge fan. Primeval from Venom. Those boys have been on this podcast. Thank you. My favorite AOR record, hair band record probably ever made. Shout out to the beautiful city of New York for producing these gentlemen, Ted Poley and company from Danger Danger and their self-titled debut from 1989, which I goddamn love.
Yes, sir.
But wait, there's more.
Call now. And we'll double your offer here at Phantasm.
What did I miss here? We got some more goodies here. Symphonies of Sickness from Carcass. A lot of folks like that record. What do we got here? Peel Sessions from Carcass, also the same year. If you guys are Carcass fans out there.
Demo stuff.
One of the most underrated bands on this planet, if Corey knows who they are, I'm going to shit, is one of my favorite underrated progressive thrash bands, Forced Entry.
Oh, yeah.
What a great band. Uncertain Future was dropped in 1989. Classic record, one of my favorites, and I still have the CD of that to this day that was pressed way back when. Necrolust from Vader. Entombed, But Life Goes On. I'm not really sure what the fuck that is. I'm not a big Entombed guy, but just throwing that out there.
Demo, maybe?
Mentally Murdered from Napalm Death. I don't know what that is either. I'm just throwing that out there for people. And then here's a really weird one. I wonder if this is their demo. Enfeebled Earth from Dark Tranquility, which I have never heard a track off of.
Huh. Yeah, a lot of that sounds like demo day stuff.
But wait, there's more.
I'm waiting on one of them.
Bear with me. Not done yet.
And they just repeated the same sex scene over, like from like an hour ago. They're like, watch us make love again.
Let's see here.
Fender Tremolo's watching you all fuck. He's gonna throw you and your wife and kid in a well.
Well, it ain't Eating Back to Life because that doesn't come out till 90.
Nope.
And it's not any Death records because I've looked for them. So I'm not sure what you're waiting on from me. Feel free to throw it out there. You want Hot in the Shade from Kiss? There it is.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now we can move on.
Well, hold on. I'm not done yet. There's actually
I
something
knew you were saving that one anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to. I really like that record. A lot of people don't like it. I think it's really good.
I love that.
There was one other thing I wanted to do, if I can find it.
It's the Kiss patch I have on my vest I don't wear anymore. Hot in the Shade patch. Get Van Damme off of his cross. He's gonna get down there and get his revenge. Van Damme is gonna spin kick off that cross. He's like John Van Christ right now. He's in the damn crow's nest up there.
This is just something that I wanted to do because I've been digging through a bunch of my stuff recently. And I thought I would just share this with our fans. Where the hell is it at? This is being stupid.
Van Damme's motivated by his dead family to get off the cross.
By the way, that RoboCop game has been delayed, but they're rebuilding the engine on it, so it's going to be pretty badass.
That's going to be awesome. I can't wait. I really can't wait for...
I'm going to start a new segment today on this episode. A little bit more PG for Dr. West, but I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, according to this, in Christmas of '89, Nintendo's Game Boy was the most popular toy you could get your hands on.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I can't say that for myself because I never liked Game Boy. I just wasn't a fan. So we're gonna go over a couple of things from 1989. What about Fisher-Price's bubble mower?
What is it?
The
bubble mower.
Fisher-Price's bubble mower.
Funny story about that.
Bubbly grass clippings is what you'll get when you use this mower. Toy with realistic controls, blows bubbles and makes a roaring sound when you push it.
So when I worked at old Firehouse Subs, I worked with this crackhead named Carl. And there's one, he would always come in there and have a whole fucking Crown Royal bag full of change and dump it and buy subs with it. And it pissed everyone off because it was too much change for our registers to count at the end of the night. That was before he started working with us. I have an ad. Right meow.
Okay.
And so once he started working there and then he stopped working there, he came in one day, and mind you, he's a crackhead, and he came in with one of those Fisher-Price bubble mowers into Firehouse and was driving it around like he's mowing our floor. I don't know why he had it. I don't think he was even on crack at the time. I just, whenever I think of that, that's who I think of, because it was weird seeing a grown-ass 50-something-year-old man carrying around a Fisher-Price bubble mower inside of a sub shop.
I can't even touch that. I'm just going to continue because that's so fucked up.
Yeah, it's bizarre, but anyway. And it was still fully functioning. It was like, blah, 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 blah. It was doing the little bubble mower.
So,
but yeah, that's a fun story.
That's really, really weird. Mickey bath toy, magical color change bath toy, put squeaky baby Mickey. Is yours back on yet?
Nope.
Okay. Just FYI, I'm at 106 on the money.
Okay.
Because I had an ad too, and I paused it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm at 106 too once it unpauses, so it should just go straight to it.
Well, you need to tell me because I've got mine paused.
All right, it's coming. Not yet. We're at BetterHelp.com. And now it's Charles Barkley, who's the biggest hack in the NBA. It's almost over. Call 1-800-GAMBLER if you have a problem with FanDuel. Especially if you're 22-year-old shits at a game where you're like neither team, you're just using sports betting apps on your phone and annoying the piss out of Corey. Folks, I'll tell you one thing. I know a lot of people that do this fan betting shit. I'm over it. It's a stupid culture. I hope everyone loses their money because everyone thinks they're a fucking Wall Street fucking stockbroker these days my age. I'm so sick of it.
Let me know when we're good so I can...
right now. Should be
10601 The Forest.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
10601 The Forest. One of my
Genesis 16-bit technology lets you play games that look and play and sound exactly like the arcade.
Probably my favorite system of all time.
It was a great system. I was not a Nintendo kid. I was definitely
Sega was my favorite.
Sega kid. Now, Corey had not been hatched in 1989, but if he had, he would have had this. Choose from the Ecto Goggles to Ecto Popper, Neutrino Blaster, and Ghost Trap, or get all of the above.
You know
which
what?
Includes the backpack straps, Ghost Blaster, soft phone wand, power cord PKE meter, and rotating antenna, Ghostbusters armband, label sheet, Ghostbusters ID. This is the Ghostbusters activity set. It was $21.89.
Yep, and I had it. Because you figure I was born a year later. I had that when I was like 2 or 3 years old. And I still
Hold on,
have
I've got
the popper.
But wait, there's more.
It's like a little roly popper. I still have that thing from when I was
The
a kid.
real Ghostbusters tabletop pinball.
Never had that. We weren't there.
Ghostbusters tabletop electronic pinball gives you flippers, bumpers, exciting lights and sounds from all your Ghostbuster characters from the real Ghostbusters.
Amazing.
Double Dare the game from Nickelodeon. Answer
Awesome.
questions or take the physical challenges, just like the Nickelodeon television show. Includes the unique stunt and props kit. Disney Snow Cone Castle. The Disney Snow Cone Castle lets you serve wonderfully tasty frozen treats. Syrup bottle, one plastic cup, and instruction book are included for all ages 3 and up. A car bed, retail price $400.
Never was
When
cool
it's
enough.
time to gear down, when it's time to gear down for the night, imagine the fun of having to hop in your sporty car to go to Dreamland. All pieces are solidly built and durable modeled plastic. Each has thick floor hugging urethane foam to cover all your kids' pee. And that is all for. We're recapping some hot hits from 1989 in the toys, which is I've never done before. Why did I do it tonight? No fucking clue.
Yeah, I like that one. It's a lot of nostalgia there.
Yeah, I'll start revisiting stuff besides porn.
Yeah, you can only do so much porn.
I can't, but when you're a chronic masturbator that is agoraphobic, you do what you can. But I wanted to share a story that happened to me today with everybody.
Was this a masturbation story?
No.
Okay, good.
I was at my therapist's, and they were handing out. I noticed this, and I was like, what the fuck is this? They were handing out. It was said, please take one, okay? And it was this goddamn sticker. Now, mind you, I'm at a therapy session. They do not prescribe drugs, but they're there to help rape victims, which is a very serious thing.
Right.
They're also there to help people with depression, bipolar, multiple personality, et cetera, schizophrenia, et cetera, PTSD, which is why I'm there, and so on. And there's literally these stickers at the front of the check-in desk with a martini glass on it.
Okay.
And it was some kind of safe bar campaign. That way you don't get roofied and raped.
Wow.
But I still thought it was fun. And that's great, except for the fact that you're promoting people to go to a bar and get loaded.
Yeah.
At a recovery center. But wait, there's more. I took some of the stickers, and I will give you one whenever I see you.
Hell yeah.
Because I thought of you because it had a martini on it, even though it's about promoting bars that don't date rape people. But I thought it was weird they were promoting alcohol in a recovery.
Yeah, it is pretty,
Am I wrong, or is that fucked up?
Oh, yeah, it's like maybe wrong audience,
I mean, look, I think it's great that they're promoting bars where people don't get raped, but I think it's fucked up that you were promoting a bar at a recovery clinic.
Sure, yeah.
It would be like my skin doctor telling me to go, oh, are you allergic to Here, have some fucking Chick-fil-A and some fucking hospital food from fucking Panera.
Ugh.
That way you can have your peanut oil and break out in hives. You know what I mean? It struck me as funny because it's like, why are you promoting bars at a recovery center?
Yeah.
Now, again, not to confuse anybody listening, this is not an alcohol recovery thing, but it is, treating people with depression, PTSD, victims of rape and molestation. It's a very serious thing, but I thought it was really weird that they were partnered up with a fucking bar. Am I wrong, or is that fucking weird?
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Hey, we'll see you next week. Go get loaded at the bar. They won't roofie you. I just thought it was fucking weird, but maybe I'm just weird. This must be where he took out his eye.
Yeah.
Or that's who he's fighting, I think.
No, I think it was D. Snyder.
Oh, is he beating the shit out of D. Snyder?
That's what it looks like.
Maybe he took his eye, too. I don't know.
Or that's Dance Magic Dance, maybe. No, that's definitely him. That's D. Snyder.
He just exploded, too.
Yeah, he did. He's some fucking Snyder goop.
Oh, wow, he just threw his chainmail off. He's wearing that chainmail the whole time.
It's about to get fucked up.
But no, I just thought it was kind of disturbing that, my therapist office was promoting safe bars. I just thought it was weird. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know. Maybe I'm insane, but I just thought it was really, really bizarre. I'll tell you something else I don't understand. And again, if our listeners have these, whatever, I don't care. I still don't honestly know what this means. What is up with all these like white redneck people driving around with this like damaged American flag on their like car?
I don't know, but isn't that like a federal offense? Or is it the actual act of ripping it?
No, it's the actual act of destroying
I
it.
thought if you have like a ripped up flag,
is that some kind of like militia symbol? That flag with the cross in it? Have you seen this shit?
Probably if you
walk through your work parking lot, you probably will see about 30 of them. I mean, it's the truth. Yeah. I see it all the time. I'm like, what is that? It's some kind of like secret society militia thing or something. I don't know. Phantasm does not endorse or promote any of that, though. So
yeah.
If you're part of some kind of weird, government overtaking thing, we don't condone or endorse that. So, if you're part of that and you listen to us, great. It's a free country. What you're doing probably is not legal, but hey, whatever.
Damn, he's fucking.
You listen to us and you like our stuff, thank you. If you're part of a militia, just don't let us know about it. That is definitely him, though, from fucking Point Break. It I know it is.
It is. That's what I was saying earlier with him.
He's fucking scary looking at us, too.
He is. He's a world champion surfer. He used to be. During this time, he was.
It's fucking amazing.
Yep.
He's a big dude.
He is. He's a big Hawaiian, New Zealand mofo.
He's a big mother.
Very cool. Somebody I would get if we did a Phantasm convention. He'd be definitely one of the top of the list.
Oh
people.
Yeah, you kidding me?
Definitely love to have him.
We'd have to have him there. This guy's great, man. But like I said, this movie, a lot of people don't realize this. I don't know how this thing did theatrically, but on videotape when I was growing up, this thing made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh shit! He just killed dick sucking Leops.
He did.
God, he looks like a fucking... You know what he should have been in? Because this is the right time frame for this. He should have been in fucking Lost Boys, man.
Oh, yeah, he would have been great.
I mean, goddamn, he is scary looking. Look at him. Because Van Damme is not a big dude. I mean, yeah. Van Damme's a big dude, but he's not a large man. That guy's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, he is.
You know what's really funny, too, after looking at this? I think that fucking wrestler I like on WWE, I think he took his look from
Oh, Damian Priest, yeah.
Does he not look just like
he does. Vincent Clean or Clegion or Klein.
Yeah.
Clean.
It's fucking crazy, man.
However it's pronounced, I apologize.
And if he didn't, he needs to go watch this because he totally stole this.
Yeah. Come out there with the...
Man, he's a big motherfucker. Gosh.
Yes, he is. That's those contacts they were talking about. He's got...
Oh, they're great. He's great. This movie's great. Oof.
Ooh. It's a pretty good fight scene as well.
Now, I haven't seen them fighting each other with swords yet.
Yeah.
Did he hurt him earlier in the movie, maybe?
I don't know. Yeah, because that said a sword fighting scene.
Well, because he's dead now.
Yeah. That must have been at the beginning.
I never noticed it. I guess I
know.
was running my mouth like I usually do on here. That's what we do.
Well, it is a podcast.
Yep, we're talking. People don't want to just listen to us breathe.
That's right.
Although you can call 1-800-PHANTASM if you want to hear Corey or I breathe on our OnlyFans.
Yeah. Yeah, you can call the number toll free.
Yep, and you may hear us come. Or you might hear us pee. Or you might hear us come and then pee.
Sometimes you might hear, you'll hear the pre-cum beer pee, and then you'll hear the post-cum beer cum pee.
Oh, God, that's only from Corey, because alcohol and Dr. Wes Wiener do not combine.
So you'll know the difference between the peas because the post-cum beer pee is very sporadic and doesn't have a normal stream at first. It's going through.
Only at CoreyGorechrist.com.
It's kind of spraying like a fire hydrant until it forms a stream.
Goodness, that's funny.
And then it finally does the straight stream. But at first, it's kind of...
Wait, maybe we're still going to get a sword fight, so he's still going.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this movie in probably 3 years.
I don't remember the last time I saw this movie, to be honest. When we watched it a long time ago. Like my old house, we watched this.
No, we watched it at your fucking brother's apartment when he fucking went to bed.
I thought, maybe I've watched it at my old house. That's the last time I watched it.
You may have, yeah. But I'm telling you and I definitely watched this at his house.
Yeah. Boom.
Like 7 years ago or something.
He just got the Texas Chainsaw.
This was a generic MGM Blu-ray until Scream put this out.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got the Texas Chainsaw.
Yes, he did.
He got hooked. Hooked on phonics.
Get hooked on Van Damme. Get hooked on cocaine.
That's right, yeah. After that. Yep, he got hooked on...
Van Damme, that cocaine.
Yep, he got hooked on phonics, and Jean-Claude Van Damme got hooked on cocaine.
Yep, cocaine's a powerful drug.
Yep. Powerful stuff.
But what I'm trying to figure out here for real is where the sword fight scene was. It had to have been way earlier, and I just missed it, I guess.
If it was a sword fighting scene, that's what it said. But
maybe it was taken out of the film.
I would think so. Well, it says on here. I mean, of course, they wouldn't show where it actually happened. Yeah, it says during a sword fight scene. So maybe they didn't keep it in the movie because there's no sword fight scene to my knowledge that I've seen. And you and I both have been paying pretty good amount of attention. At least I have, and I didn't see any fucking swords. Maybe like very briefly, but I wouldn't call it a sword fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
So who knows? Either way, it happened. He got some money.
I didn't remember Dick sucking Leof's dying, but I guess she does. But I didn't remember that.
Well, she gets
dead.
He gets back with his old lover. He had to ditch that one.
Like I said, I haven't watched this in a long time, and the last time I watched it, I probably was drunk and blacked out during it.
And yeah, this is a good movie for that. It's a good comfort movie. Just put it on, drink some beers. It's fun.
I mean, we definitely did, and then your brother tucked himself in. He's like, man, I've got to go take a shit. It's like, why are you taking a shit in your bedroom?
He's like, live it up, man, rock and roll.
Oh, yeah, man, I'm just about to drop this turd in my room. All right, I've got to go to bed. I'm tired.
Oh.
He emptied his kosher sack and went to bed.
Yep.
After he had a neck out of his bush lot. Man, I'm fucking tired, man. Y'all want a donut or some ice cream? Hey, man, I ordered. Oh, man, cool. You got Little Caesars? No, man, I got them fucking Reese's peanut butter bites, man. You want some?
I got 2 large pizzas. Damn, where'd they all go, man?
Now, that actually probably was this same outing because we destroyed that, whatever that spinach pizza or whatever.
Spinach pizza.
Yeah, that was gone.
We each took like a half of a large pizza and just ate it.
No, I think we ate the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. We each got a half to ourselves.
Yeah, a free Phantasm dinner.
They came out, he's like, God damn, well, I'm going to bed. It's like, well, you were in the bathroom for like 45 minutes.
God, that ending just makes no sense. It's so weird, but I love it.
Yeah, it's good shit. Golden Glue Bus Production. Oh, final thoughts? I love this movie. It's a comfort movie.
Oh, wow, the second one's on here.
It is.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Tubi is officially now the Albert Puin Network.
It is. That and the Richard Band Network. But it's or Charles Band, sorry. Love the movie. Always have. Never gets old. It's fun. Comfort movie for me. Loved watching it when I was younger. Love watching it now. Hasn't changed. Hasn't aged. It's just a good time. So that's my 2 cents.
Oh, I love it, man. I'm a huge Van Damme fan.
Oh, yeah.
Kino Lorber's put out Hard Target, which I own in 4K, but they're supposed to be putting out Sudden Death in 4K.
Hell yeah.
Which I'm very excited about because I'm a huge fucking fan of that. But yeah, very cool stuff. Great movie. You guys watch it. I mean, if you like old school Van Damme stuff, I don't see any reason why people wouldn't like that movie. I love it myself.
Yeah, just any B movie, post apocalyptic, theme B movie. I mean, you can't really ask for much more than Cyborg. It's at the top of the post apocalyptic B movie list. Like it's top shelf for that kind of thing. So definitely, if you're into that stuff, if you even remotely like Mad Max and even fucking the original Judge Dredd movie, I mean, shit like that, just go watch this. It's kind of the same thing. So it's a lot of fun. Low budget, gory, martial arts, good shit.
It's just fun, and like I said, rest in peace, Albert Puin. I love this movie. He's just a lot of fun to watch this movie. A lot of good memories.
And it just surpassed being 34 years old this month. So
this shit for me.
This movie came out. This movie came out April 7th of 1989, so it just hit its 34 year mark as we're watching this. A little bit after.
Movie.
Yeah, it is good. It really is.
I don't know what made me think, hey, I should watch this, but it just felt right. It's fun. It's kind of like when we did Steel Dawn.
Yeah.
The post-apocalyptic stuff is definitely in our wheelhouse.
We did Death Race too. I mean, we've done a bunch of it. So.
Oh, we've watched, yeah.
It fits our thing, and
we did Most 4, which is not our demographic, but I love it. So it's there's always
you gotta have some fun once in a while.
There's always some good stuff out there, but
that's right.
But yeah, I like the movie. I think, and again, I could be wrong about this, but I personally think it's a complete nostalgia vehicle for me. But I love it, and it's good nostalgia. It's not bad nostalgia. It's fun.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, I agree.
I like it a whole lot, but
highly recommended.
Will our listeners like it? I don't know. Do you like Van Damme? You probably will like it.
Yeah, or post-apocalyptic cheese, or just like late '80s B movies. Anyway, it's just one of the good ones.
Whatever you're into, it's
one of the good ones. If you listen to us, you probably like it. So, yeah, we thank you all for listening. Hopefully, for watching with us too. Always encourage people to view this with us. We almost always use Tubi, which is a free streaming app. So if you don't have this physically, there's a free way to watch it as we do. A lot of the movies we watch on here. So you don't even have to make an account. You can just,
Yeah, you just go in. I don't even know why they want you to make an account. I can't really have like a save.
I have one because I have like a list of stuff that I have on here that I make, like a favorites list. I think you can do that on the free one too, like on the free one. On one without an actual like you can just have like a whatever account, but I have one so I can make a list of shit to watch. because they usually keep most of the things on here. They very rarely change things out. When they do, they leave a lot of the good shit there. So yeah, encouraged to follow along as we do it. We jump around. We have ads probably not synced up when you do, so it's a little difficult when you listen to us sometimes. But yeah, we appreciate it very much. Check out our new Facebook page, facebook.com/TheFANTASM Podcast now. So if you were formerly a follower or liked our page, please go and like it again. And check out Godless Heathens as well. Go find that on YouTube and on Spotify and everywhere else that you stream podcasts. And, of course, follow our podcast if you don't already. If you're just checking us out, thank you so much for doing that. And follow us on Instagram and Twitter as well. We're on everything. We're out there. And we appreciate your love and support, and keep doing it. And we will leave you with that. So thank you so much. And as always, stay fucking gory.
Phantasm.
And you know something? I sort of enjoyed it.
Phantasm.
Hey, this is Dr. West. You can suck my dick.